Imagine walking through a busy city street late at night. The traffic lights blink. A raccoon slips out from behind a trash bin. Somewhere above, a hawk watches from a rooftop antenna. And in the shadows, a fox waits for the perfect moment to cross the road. Now here's the strange part. According to new research, these animals are not just surviving in our cities. They may actually be running complex risk calculations every single day. In other words, the animals living among us might be risk analysis experts. But what exactly does that mean? And could animals living beside humans be making strategic decisions in ways scientists are only beginning to understand? Let's explore the surprising science behind animals that have learned to thrive in the most dangerous habitat on Earth. When we think of wildlife, we usually imagine deep forests, remote mountains, or vast savannas. But today, one of the fastest growing ecosystems on Earth is the urban ecosystem. Cities are expanding at an incredible pace. Roads, buildings, traffic, lights, noise, these environments are filled with hazards. For most wild animals, this should be a nightmare. Cars, humans, pollution, constant disturbance. And yet, some animals aren't fleeing these environments. They're moving in. Foxes roam neighborhoods. Coyotes patrol suburbs. Raccoons explore storm drains. Pigeons nest on skyscrapers. Even large predators like mountain lions have been spotted near cities. So the question scientists began asking was simple. Why would animals choose to live in such dangerous places? The answer might come down to one remarkable ability: risk assessment. Researchers studying wildlife behavior began noticing something strange. Animals living near humans behave very differently from animals in remote wilderness areas. They weren't just adapting physically. They were making decisions, very careful decisions. Some animals learned to cross roads only when traffic slowed. Others waited until humans were asleep before emerging to search for food. Many animals developed routines that perfectly avoided peak human activity. It was almost as if they were constantly asking themselves, is this worth the risk? And in many cases, the answer was yes, because cities offer something extremely valuable: food. For wildlife, cities can be like a giant buffet. Trash bins overflow with scraps. Parks provide shelter. Gardens attract insects and rodents. For predators, prey is everywhere. Rats thrive in cities. Squirrels fill urban trees. Birds gather in enormous numbers. For an animal willing to take risks, the rewards can be huge. But there's a catch. The risks are also enormous. A single wrong decision could mean a speeding car, a frightened human, or an encounter with animal control. So how do animals survive this balancing act? Scientists believe the key lies in something called behavioral flexibility. Behavioral flexibility means the ability to adjust behavior based on changing conditions. It's a trait often associated with intelligence. And in cities, animals seem to use it constantly. Take raccoons, for example. These animals are famous for opening containers, solving puzzles, and manipulating objects. But researchers studying urban raccoons discovered something even more interesting. The raccoons weren't just clever. They were cautious strategists. Some would approach food sources slowly, watching for human movement. Others tested areas repeatedly before committing to a full approach. It's as if each raccoon was running a mental calculation. How likely am I to get food? And how likely am I to get hurt? One of the most dramatic changes scientists have observed is a shift in activity patterns. Many animals that are normally active during the day become nocturnal in cities. Why? Because humans are less active at night. Researchers studying coyotes in North America discovered that urban coyotes often avoid daylight hours almost entirely. Instead, they move through neighborhoods after midnight, navigating streets and backyards like silent ghosts. The coyotes weren't just hiding. They were timing their movements, waiting until the probability of encountering humans dropped dramatically. It's risk management. The same principle used in finance, aviation, and engineering, except these calculations are happening inside the brain of a wild animal. Even more fascinating is how animals appear to learn the rules of human environments. Some birds have learned to use traffic signals. In parts of Japan, crows drop nuts on roads so passing cars will crack them open. Then they wait at crosswalks with traffic lights to change before retrieving the food. Think about that for a moment. These birds are not just reacting, they're anticipating human systems. They understand patterns, and that ability gives them a survival advantage. Not every animal succeeds in cities. In fact, researchers have found that urban wildlife tends to fall into two personality types: bold individuals and cautious individuals. The bold animals take more risks. They approach humans more closely, explore new food sources, and push boundaries. Which brings us back to the idea that urban animals are becoming risk analysis specialists. Some scientists believe something even more profound may be happening. Cities could be driving rapid evolution. Animals that are better at assessing risk may be more likely to survive and reproduce. Over generations, this could lead to populations that are naturally better suited to living alongside humans. In other words, cities might be selecting for smarter, more adaptable wildlife. Creatures that can read human behavior, predict danger, and make split-second decisions about whether a risk is worth taking. Most people think cities are mostly empty of wildlife, but the truth is far more surprising. Cities may host complex ecosystems operating right under our noses. Owls hunting rats, foxes raising cubs beneath sheds, raccoons navigating sewer tunnels. Even large animals sometimes slip through unnoticed. Some mountain lions have been tracked moving through dense urban regions without being seen for months. They use green spaces, drainage corridors, and quiet streets like hidden highways, all while avoiding humans with astonishing precision. Again, the key appears to be risk awareness. One of the biggest questions researchers now ask is this: how much do animals actually understand about humans? Evidence suggests quite a lot. Some animals distinguish between different types of people. Studies have shown birds can recognize individual human faces. Others respond differently to humans on foot compared to humans in vehicles. To them, a car might simply be part of the landscape, but a human walking toward them, that's a completely different threat level. This ability to categorize danger is another form of risk analysis. Living alongside humans can be incredibly rewarding for animals, but the margin for error is tiny. A raccoon that misjudges a car's speed doesn't get a second chance. A coyote that loses its fear of humans may eventually be removed by wildlife authorities. This constant pressure forces animals to refine their decisions every day. Every street crossing, every search for food, every encounter with people. As urban areas continue expanding across the planet, the relationship between humans and wildlife will only grow more complex. Some species will disappear from these landscapes, but others may become even more successful. The animals that thrive will likely share certain traits: adaptability, intelligence, and the ability to judge risk with remarkable precision. In a sense, cities may be creating a new kind of wildlife, animals that aren't just surviving around humans, but strategically living among us. In the city, survival depends on getting the calculation right. So the next time you walk through your neighborhood at night, listen closely. That rustling in the bushes, that shadow crossing the street, that owl calling from a rooftop. You might be witnessing a creature making a complex decision in real time, calculating danger, evaluating opportunity, running a silent risk analysis that determines whether it eats tonight or becomes the next victim of the urban jungle. For thousands of years, humans believed cities belonged only to us, but science is revealing a different truth. Cities are shared landscapes, places where animals are learning, adapting, and evolving faster than we ever imagined, not by overpowering us, not by hiding from us, but by doing something far more remarkable, thinking carefully about every risk, and sometimes outsmarting us.